Hey, welcome back to Nancy Drew, Midnight in Salem. I believe this is part 6 of our playthrough now. So we just finished mixing up some potions for Lauren in her shop, Luminous Infusions. That seems to be like one of Nancy's favorite techniques for like getting in good with suspects, I guess. She does their job for them and then interrogates them. Yeah, so let's talk to Lauren a bit more. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about the herbs.
What kind of herbs do you have here? These remedies won't make themselves.
Okay, so asking her about the herbs is how we get back into the potion making minigame. Alright. Yeah, let's ask for a key to the house.
I was hoping I could borrow a key to the main Hathorn house.
Key? Oh, I don't have a key anymore.
You don't?
No, but Alicia does. If you ask her, she'll lend it to you, I'm sure.
Oh, so she doesn't have a key, but she was in the house. So she was just sneaking in, kind of like we were? Alright.
I'm sure you've been asked this before, but where were you on the night Hathorn house was burned down?
I was coming home from work, crossing through the cemetery. I could see the orange glow. By the time I got home, it was almost all gone. I called it in.
Were you the first one to call? Anyone see you earlier? Like an hour before?
I was in my shop.
Any customers?
No. Are you trying to say that I burned down the house?
No, I never said that.
Good. I've said it 1,000,000 times, but I'll say it again for your benefit. I'm just glad she wasn't alive to see it. She loved that house, and I loved her. You understand?
Of course. You were the first person to see the fire?
Well, yeah. I was going home, and that's where the fire was.
You know the fire might help you keep your home.
I know that now, but I didn't before. It's a slim chance at best. I'd rather it was whole and shown to be mine by right.
But if that's not an option?
Nothing could make me want to destroy it.
Okay. Let's ask about
Everyone
ghosts.
says there are ghosts in this town. Is that true? What is it?
You know, I believe the dead stay dead. But I've seen ghosts recently in my own house.
Oh, us
Really?
too.
Who?
Wait, you believe me? I thought I was going crazy.
I believe there's an explanation. Who was it?
I don't know. A woman, wearing old clothes like the kind you find in Tegan's museum. I couldn't see her face, and I swear she was real. I could hear her, I could feel her. She smelled like rotten fruit or something. You know, that gray, moldy smell that hits you in the back of your throat?
Oh, gross.
Yeah, that.
Huh. That's pretty specific, actually. More specific than anyone else I've talked to.
I saw her in the Hathorn house. Watch out for her. She'll come to you. No doubt in my mind.
Yeah. She already did.
You remember where you were 3 nights back?
I was here. I told you already. I have the receipts to prove it. And I'm the only one who works here. Why?
Oh, no, just a related incident. I don't suppose there are any ghost sightings in your shop?
The spirits come and go as they please. I've seen them everywhere around Salem. But I've never seen one operate a point of sale.
Yeah, me neither.
So she doesn't have any ghost assistants in the store? Cool.
See you later.
Cool. Okay, so I guess that's all we can get out of Lauren for now. So what else is on our list? Okay, still getting a key to the Hathorn house, but I don't know where we can go to do that. Investigate the break-in at the courthouse, gather alibis. Okay, who else should we try and get an alibi from? Okay, I guess Olivia's not here doing her show right now. Maybe we should go back to the courthouse. Okay, see if Judge Danforth is here, I guess.
No, not today. I can't. There's too much to do.
Come on, take a break. You need it.
Jason,
Who's Jason?
I have had these protesters outside my
Do we
window
know
nonstop
Jason?
for days. I must deal with this situation. The longer it goes on, the worse it looks.
Yeah. Ooh, but I'm buying lunch.
You're buying? Really? With what?
Oh, is
You gotta
Jason
get over this, Dad. It's not good for you.
Jason's
It's
his
not healthy.
son that
What are
May
you
was
talking
friends with.
about?
You resent me.
I don't resent you, Jason. Miss Drew, please, come in. We'll talk later, okay?
Oh, you have time for her, but
Yeah,
not
he's
for
like,
me.
let's not have this
Please,
conversation, son.
Hi, Jason Danforth.
Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew. You're visiting Salem, yeah? What do you think? Kind of a boring town beneath all the legends.
Jason, come on. We have a meeting.
Actually, it seems like there's a lot going on here.
Well, whenever you're up for some real excitement, look me up.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Still trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life.
Didn't want to follow in his father's footsteps.
Oh, he tried. Didn't have the dedication to follow through with the schooling. Anyway, let's get started.
Okay then.
As you know, I want to investigate the crime scene. Could you give me the code for the keypad?
Information isn't usually available to the public. I'm afraid I can't just take your word for it. I'll have it taken care of.
What? And why are we here?
As you know, I want to investigate the crime scene. Could you give me the code for the keypad?
Information isn't usually available to the public. I'm afraid I can't.
Yeah, so I guess we can't really help him with his with investigating that burglary if he won't give us any information. What's this? Oh, is this Ned? Oh. Okay, there's a bunch more texts I don't think I saw yet. Yeah, so you sure you shouldn't just let the police handle it? Yeah, that's not really Nancy's style. Okay, Ned's asking if we need him to come over. And we're telling him we don't. I mean, like, Ned, we have the Hardy Boys here, so we don't really need you. Okay. Alright, whatever.
Miss Drew, how can I help you?
Hi, Miss Cole.
Alicia, please.
Oh, same. Nancy.
Great. So what do you need, Nancy? Any more paper clips, staplers, or perhaps a hammer drill?
I'm more of a pneumatic nail gun type myself.
Ha ha, nice.
You have a hammer drill in here.
In my closet. I'm a bit of a home improvement junkie. You have to be when you live in a house built in the 1800s.
Well, thanks, but I don't need any of those things. I do have some questions, though. You mind if I take 5 minutes of your time?
Please. I don't mind.
Okay, so there's a bunch of things we can ask her about. So she says she lives in a house that is old, so okay, makes sense to have a hammer drill at your house, but
Why did you bring
at
your
the
hammer
office?
drill to the office?
Well, after the burglary, we realized that this place was in dire need of higher security. I ordered the keypad online and used the drill to mount it. I just keep forgetting to bring the drill back home with me.
That's impressive.
okay.
Yeah,
I guess
still
that makes
ended up
sense.
calling a professional when the thing wouldn't stop beeping.
Oh. Okay, well that's suspicious.
I'm sure you've heard about the burglary in the court's evidence room.
Yes, unbelievable. You know, I've started asking myself, what is happening to this town? It used to be such a safe place. And now we have arson and break-ins. I'm worried there's a pattern of escalation here. I mean, is this the kind of place I want to raise children in?
Oh, you're trying to start a family.
I mean, yes. But with the amount that I work, when is there any time? I barely have enough time to do my hair in the morning, let alone go on a date after work. And to be honest, the type of people living in a place like Salem is, well, not really what I'm into. How about you?
I have a boyfriend.
Really?
Hmm.
He doesn't accompany you on
That's
your
personal.
investigative trips?
Well, he's in college right now, and we see each other when we can.
Uh-huh. You been dating long?
Yeah, a couple of years.
Okay.
No one said it was easy, but we figure out how to make it work.
All I'll say is, most men don't understand what we go through. We have to fight to get a seat at their table, and then they want us to go home and be family makers. Some unsolicited advice from one working woman to another? Don't let his plans get in the way of yours.
Of course, they don't.
Yeah, they don't. Huh. That seems like a strangely personal conversation to have with this random lawyer, but okay. Oh, but hey, Alicia, if you're looking for someone to date, I think Jason
I just met
is
Jason
single.
What did you think? Kinda cute, huh?
Uh-huh, see?
Not the adjective I would use.
Different tastes.
Yeah, I think he's kind of like a fast food cheeseburger with extra cheese. And I'm more of a home-cooked meal kind of gal.
What can I say? I love cheese.
Well,
So you know
Alicia,
him well?
he was
I know.
just down the
He
hall.
does odd jobs for me sometimes. Doesn't hurt that he's easy on the eyes. He is kinda dumb, though.
I wouldn't really know, to be honest.
Listen, spare yourself the headache and just avoid him. Trust me, not much substance. He loves his car. That's all you really need to know.
Alright. Okay, let's do some actual
Do
investigating.
you know who has access to the evidence room?
As far as I know, just myself and the judge.
That's interesting.
Look, I don't like saying this, but the judge occasionally leaves the evidence room unlocked. The man even locked himself in his own office, for pity's sake. Not that it matters. I was told the burglar came from the outside.
So it's safe to say you weren't here during the theft?
Are you liking me for this crime, Nancy?
No, I don't like anyone for this crime. Or any other crime for that matter. Just doing my research.
I was not here. I was running errands around town. Busy, busy, busy.
Do you happen to have the code for the evidence room door?
Nope, sorry. He hasn't given that to me yet. And knowing him, he's probably already lost it.
Yeah, if the judge is so bad with locked doors, like he locks himself in his office and he loses codes, maybe someone should have backup keys, backup codes. Okay.
Doing some follow-ups with the arson. Where were you that night?
Are you asking for my alibi?
Well, yes, if you don't mind.
I was at a charity fundraiser, saving the piping plovers. Anyone in this town that works in an official capacity can vouch for me. Are you interviewing any of them?
I don't think I'll need to.
I'm a little bit surprised you'd even ask.
Just being thorough.
I can respect that.
Would you mind telling me what you were doing 3 days ago?
3 days ago. All day or...
Well, any info would be helpful.
Actually, why are you interested in this?
I was in Austria 3 days ago and witnessed a theft of a historical artifact there that, surprisingly, I believe is connected to this theft.
I see. I was talking to your father about that case.
Really?
Yeah. We chat sometimes. About work. Mostly.
Okay.
Ask
What
him.
are you implying, Alicia?
Sure.
You're a regular sleuth, aren't you? Picking up other cases now?
Not exactly. It's kind of related to the Hathorn house.
Yeah, let's see. I was home watching Jason cut the stump out of my front yard.
You hired
watching
Jason
him.
Danforth for that?
He's cheap, and he can't say no because he needs the money. Plus, I kind of like watching him suffer a little.
I wouldn't know why.
You know, I could use someone like you. A lawyer is always in need of a good private investigator. If your father would be okay with you working for someone else.
Alicia, I'm my own woman. I work for myself. But you've been very helpful, and I really appreciate it.
Good. Well, when you solve this case, let's talk.
Do you know Lauren Holt?
Owner of Luminous Infusions. Resident of the Hathorn Estate Carriage House.
So do you know her?
Absolutely. I represent her.
How's the case going?
Well, that's a bit of a confidentiality issue. But you are the daughter of a lawyer. So, without a will, there is no case. No one has been able to find it.
And without the will, the house goes to the state.
The law is the law. I can try to get a delay, but we've already delayed twice, and the state doesn't care that someone lives there. It's a tough world out there.
I spoke with Lauren. She mentioned you have a key
A key?
Is this how we
to
can
the
get a
Hathorn
key?
house.
It's the only copy. Don't lose it.
Yes.
Oh, and this really isn't supposed to be in your hands. If someone finds you with it, I might have to say you stole it.
I'll make sure to be discreet. Thanks.
Here to help, Nancy. Hey, next time, please knock before entering, okay?
What did you mean when you said the people here are not your type?
Oh, you probably know by now. You've been around town, right?
I have.
It's all people with minds as small as the town itself. I don't mean to sound harsh, but you can only meet so many with the same mindset before you see a pattern.
That's interesting. Did something happen?
Oh, nothing much. Sometimes I just wish this place would be a bit bigger, you know? More progressive. Imagine a revitalized town.
Do you think that could happen?
A woman can dream.
See you later.
Okay, well, that was semi-productive, I guess. We got the key to the Hathorn
I
house.
need to get Judge Danforth's permission before I investigate.
Yeah. Sounds like Alicia should maybe just like move to Boston if she wants to be in a bigger town. But maybe she just loves Jason too much to leave. I don't know. Yes. So, okay, let's get away from the protesters. And okay, let's see. So, oh, don't want to do that. Okay, so the checklist: get permission for further. I don't know how to expand these things, but okay. Get permission for further investigating. Search Hathorn House. Investigate break-in at courthouse. Gather alibis for book theft. Gather alibis for the arson. You know whose alibi we don't have? Do we have an alibi for Tegan? Oh. User has been added to the chat. Who's this? Is this Jason? No, the Hardys. Okay, that makes more sense. Trying to figure out what could have caused Nancy to see a ghost. Maybe an actual ghost. Okay. Nancy and Frank are talking about Joe like he's not even there. Yeah, Nancy's gonna go back to following some leads. Okay. Alright, and these text conversations, like, they're kind of cute, but I don't know if that really helped anything. Yeah, okay, so let's go see Tegan. Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to her from this side of the desk.
Nancy, hey, how's the investigation going?
Pretty well. You know, it would really help if I could get May to talk to me.
She hasn't given her alibi yet.
No. And everyone seems to have one, except her.
Everyone? Is it possible that it could be someone from outside of town? A visitor or something?
Absolutely. But statistically speaking, crime is rarely a random occurrence.
It's a mystery to me. You have anything you wanted to talk about?
Oh, a bunch of things. Yeah, let's get Tegan's
Where
alibi.
were you on the night of the fire?
I was at my boyfriend's watching a movie. Here, this is his number. You can ask him.
Have you been dating Damien for a long time?
Yeah, a couple years, I think. I like him. I mean, I really do. He listens to me. Yeah, he's great.
Was he with you the whole night?
I mean, most of the night. I don't think he's capable of arson, if that's what you're suggesting.
You trust him?
Absolutely, 100%. Go ahead, call him. You'll see.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, how about 3 nights
Do you
ago?
remember what you were doing 3 nights ago?
3 days ago? Well, I was probably working here. Why?
You were working at the museum. Can anyone confirm that?
Well, I'm always here.
But was anyone else here?
May was home all day, laying low, and Olivia wasn't here either. I don't know where she was, to be honest. You'll have to ask her.
So no one can confirm that? And you're sure May was at home?
She's barely left the house since the incident. People here treat her like she has an infectious disease. It's awful. And I don't blame her if she wants to sit at home on her phone all day. Ugh. Her parents need to come home. Soon. So, I gotta ask. What do you get out of this?
I get a lot.
Really? You travel around, talk to all these people, deal with all their problems, put yourself in harm's way?
Not always. Alright, some of the time. I don't know. It's like there's these small obstacles that I enjoy working on, and they're interesting. But what I really love is the puzzle of humanity. What makes people tick? Why do people do what they do? It's always the hardest one to crack, because sometimes we do things that don't make sense. We're inherently irrational. Know what I mean?
You know, there's a theory about why these specific women were persecuted as witches. Some people believe that ergot, which is a fungus that grows in cereal grains, might have gotten into the food supply. It poisons anyone who eats it. Hallucinations, circulation issues, seizures. It would have made people look like they were possessed. Or made the judges think they were doing God's will. Or make the whole town go haywire.
A rational explanation for irrational behavior.
Just a theory. We'll never know. Anyway, I don't want to keep you. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, I have heard that ergot theory before. I don't know why Tegan's bringing that up now. Conversation seems a little random. Okay.
Do you have any more information about the Salem witch trials?
Did the exhibitions manage to spark your interest?
They did. I found this display showing the ancestry of the accused, but it didn't seem fully complete. I was wondering if you had more information stored here somewhere.
Well, we do have the upper floor, which is also where I keep most of my accused witches stuff.
Would it be okay for me to go up there? I'd really like getting a better picture of the history of Salem.
Usually we don't allow people up on the second floor. It's restricted. But maybe just this once I can make an exception. You are here to help, after all.
You can
So
trust
if you think it would
Nancy.
benefit you, feel free to go up there.
Thank you.
I'll open the door for you. It's
Okay,
actually
cool.
really cool. The stairs are hidden behind a bookcase. Hold on.
Oh, good. Oh. Nice. Okay, let's just finish asking Tegan
Nancy,
questions.
hey, how's the investigation going?
Okay.
What's the history behind the Hathorn estate?
Right. Well, Judge John Hathorn was born and raised in Salem. His father was a decorated military man who had many real estate holdings throughout New England. And when Judge Hathorn became a justice, he tried to expand those holdings. Much of the land that the Hathorn estate was built on was actually seized property from accused witches.
So awful. I think the land stealing part was even mentioned in Olivia's tour.
Didn't expect her to actually care about the history. At the time, no one made the connection, not even in court documents. But it happened.
Do you think the fire is somehow related to Salem's history with witches?
What do you mean?
Like, is it meant as a symbolic gesture? Because that's how most witches died?
That was a European thing. No, they were more civilized in the New World. We hung our witches. Short drop, so they slowly choked to death. A couple more died in custody awaiting trial, and one, an elderly man who refused to testify, was pressed to death.
Pressed?
Yeah. They put a bunch of heavy stones on top of you, over a period of days.
That's horrible.
She did not know the weight until she felt the freedom. Scarlet Letter. Also a descendant of Judge Hathorne. Except Nathaniel Hawthorne was so horrified with his family's history that he added a W to change it.
Oh, I never knew
The
that.
focus on descendants isn't really something they teach you in school.
Yep. We think our world is so much more advanced now, but we have a hard time escaping our past.
How did Frances Tuttle come to own the property?
Ms. Tuttle bought it 30 years ago, cheap. It was falling apart. The former owners couldn't be located, so it was auctioned. She was a bit of a kooky lady living in a ruin like that, but she was kind. I mean, she took in Lauren like a daughter. That says something about someone, doesn't it?
I agree. Can you tell me about the accident May was in when she was a kid?
Why do you need to know that? How is it important?
I didn't
Because
think
it's
it
making
was,
everyone
but
suspicious
everyone
of
else
her.
sees reason to believe May is the one who burned Hathorne House. So that makes it important, I know.
It started with the arson, and she has other convictions on her juvenile record as well.
What happened?
Oh,
It
does
was
she?
an old shed near our home. May was about 9 or so. She was in it one night. She shouldn't have been. Playing with candles, a lighter, I don't know. It caught fire. She was charged.
She was so
She was
young.
charged as
I
a
feel
9-year-old?
Responsible.
Huh.
She shouldn't even have been there, and I'm the older sister.
It's not your fault. I'm sorry to upset you. It helps me to understand.
Just don't talk to May about it, please.
Oh, too late. Okay, guess that's all we can
Talk
talk
to
to
you later.
Tegan about. I think we'll leave this part right here. Doesn't feel like we got a lot done besides getting this key, but yeah, I guess in the next part at least we can explore the second floor of the museum, and we can go investigate the Hawthorne house. Yeah, it was mostly just chatting, but that's okay, I guess. Alright, thanks for watching.